So if you need to prove the value of the curvature correction, that is 0.0785 d square meter. So this one is the d, this particular distance that we get at the time of measurement. So this is d and d is in kilometer. Okay, the curvature correction value is this one. This is c suffix c, and this is, you assume, the center of the earth, that is c, and yeah, consider this one as a and this one as b. Okay, so here what is the level line? This particular line is the level line, and this is the horizontal. Line, right? Now from this triangle ABC, from the triangle ABC, what we can write is AC square plus AB square is equals to BC square, right? Pythagoras theorem. Now what is AB? AB is D, and what is AC? Look, this is actually the radius of the earth, and this is R, right? Up to this portion, this is R. So in place of AC, what we can write is R, and in place of AB, what we can write is D. So let's write that R square plus D square is equals to BC, means R plus CC, right? R plus curvature correction whole square. So now just solve this. D square is equal to R square plus 2R CC plus C square. Now CC square tends to 0 because CC is very small, so square also very small. So we are neglecting that value. So ultimately, and this R square deducted such that, so ultimately that we got, and this tends to 0, that means we are neglecting this. So ultimately the value of CC, what will be the value of CC? That is D square by 2R, right? So let's put the value of R over here, or we are directly putting the value of 2R, that is equals to D. So the diameter of the earth is 12,742 kilometer. So 12,742. So the whatever the value that we get, that is D square by 12,742, that is in kilometer. So we just multiply it with 1000 to make it in meter, and the value of this will be same as this, that is 0.0785 D square. Okay, so let's check it. (1000 by 12,742). So here you can see 0.078480. So that is nearby value is 0.0785. So 0.0785 D square. Okay, so this is the value of the CC, the curvature correction, and CR, that I already told, that is 1/7 of CC. And let's determine the value. Just divide this by 7. Look here, 0.0112. Okay, so the value of CR will be 0.0112 D square meter. So this is positive and this one is negative. So the combined correction will be, just add this CR and CC and you will get 0.0673 D square m, and it is also negative. Okay, so some problems might be come from this topic, that means in correction. So please remember this formula, that means the value of the combined correction, the refraction correction and the curvature correction. Okay, these are very much important. So this is a problem related to the curvature correction. So here it is said the line of sight from two stations A and B just grazes the sea level. So this is station A and this is B. So you can see the just grazes the sea level. Okay, this is the sea level. Now if the height of A and B above the sea level are 100 and 150 meter respectively. So at A it is 100 meter and at B it is 150 meter. Okay, and find the distance AB, that means this particular distance, that means D1 plus D2, that we need to determine. Now here the diameter of the earth is given, that is 12,880 kilometer. Okay, but at the time of determination of combined correction, the value of combined correction that we have determined CC plus CR, right, and the value of CC, that is 0.0785 d square and it is negative, and the value of CR, that is 0.0112 d square meter. Okay, and this is positive, but we determine this value by considering the diameter of the earth 12,742 kilometer, right, but here the value is different, that is 12,880 kilometer. So we need to change the formula. So how we determine the value of CC, that is d square by 2r and plus the value of CR is 1/7 of d square by 2r, right. Now if you put the value, that is 12,880 in place of 2r in both the cases, and you just multiply it with 1000 to convert it in meter. Okay, so the value that we got ultimately, that is 0.0665 d square, and it is in meter. Okay, so you just check. So the combined correction value, that is 0.0665 d square. So now I will determine the value of D1 and D2. So very simple, we already know this is H1. So the value of H1 that we have determined, that is 0.0665 d square meter. Okay, now for this case it is D1, and for H2 it is 0.0665 d2 square meter. So what I need to do is first put the value of H1, that is 100, and put the value of H2, that is 150. Okay, so when you put the value of H1 and H2, you will get the value D1 and D2, right. So the value of D1 will be 38.78 kilometer, and the value of D2 will be 47.49 kilometer. Okay, now the total value, that is the distance of A to B, distance between A to B will be summation of D1 plus and D2. So the total value is 86.27 kilometer. Okay, so in this way we can determine the distance of AB. So very simple one. So here there is a lighthouse, and this is the sea level, and from this there is a station point at this sea level, and from this point the top of the lamp is visible. Okay, and the distance between, and here it is the lamp. Okay, so the distance between the lamp and the station point at the sea level, that is given, and that particular distance is 30 kilometer. And the lamp is visible due to the combined effect of the curvature correction as well as the refraction correction. Okay, then only it is that means the light is visible at this station point. Now what we need is, we need to determine the height of the lighthouse. That means we need to determine this height. Okay, so basically, as we have already derived the equation for the curvature correction as well as the refraction correction, the value of the combined correction is 0.0673 d square meter, right, where d is in kilometer. Now here the value of the d is given, that is 30 kilometer. So we can determine the combined correction, and combined correction is nothing but the height of this lighthouse, right, that is denoted, initially we have denoted it as cc plus cr, right. So the combined correction will be, if we consider the value as small h, the value of h will be 0.0673 into d square, that means into 30 whole square. So the value that we get 60.57, and the value, the unit should be, that it is mentioned, it is in meter. Okay, so very simple one. So this type of problem might become in semester. Okay, so what is the reciprocal leveling? So we have already found the principle of equalizing backside and foreside distances, that if the level is placed exactly midway between 2 points, but in this particular case you can see the instrument station cannot be fixed at the center point, right. So we need to put the instrument alternatively in both the banks of the river or lake. Okay, so that is why we are going to take the measurement in a reciprocal manner, right. So that is why it is reciprocal leveling, and in reciprocal leveling the level is set up on the both banks of the river or valley, and two sets of staff readings are taken by holding the staff on both banks. Okay, so in this case it is found that the errors are completely eliminated and the true difference of level is equal to the mean of the two apparent differences of level. So suppose we have point A and point B on the banks of the river. Okay, so we need to fix the instrument station very near to this particular point, that is point A, and we need to take the staff reading on which is near to the instrument station, that is A1, and in the opposite corner the staff reading, that is in the B point, and the staff reading is B1. So simultaneously we need to take the same measurement by changing the instrument station at point B, at point A. So at point B the staff reading is B2, and in the opposite corner that is A2. Now you know this the definition of these lines, the collimation line, the horizontal line, and the level line. So level line, it is the parallel to the mean spheroidal surface, and collimation line you already know, it is imaginary line which passes through the optical center of the object glass and the crosshairs, and the horizontal line, it is a parallel to the it is actually present on the horizontal surface. Okay, so these are the lines which are indicating. Now here you can see the E, where E is the combined error, okay. Combined error means it includes the curvature, refraction and collimation. Okay, and H is the true difference of level between A and B. H is the true difference between the levels of A and B. Okay, so we need to determine the value of H for individual cases. That means when the instrument station is at this point, that means at near to point A, and the instrument station at near to point B. So let's determine what is the value of this H, that means the difference between the level A and B when the instrument station is at this A point. Okay, so in the first case, suppose if we consider this one is the first case, so the correct staff reading at A, the correct staff reading A, suppose I am giving this as A correct staff reading at A, that will be A1, and correct staff reading at B, that is B1 minus E, because the correct staff reading should be this one, right? So B1 minus E. So what will be the difference between the level A and B? That is denoted by H for the first case. Suppose this is H1, so that is A1 minus B1 minus E. So this is the value of H1, and H1 denotes the difference of level between A and B for case 1. Now similarly for case 2, I am just changing the color. For case 2, suppose this is for case 1 and this is for case 2. So the correct staff reading at B, so B, correct staff reading at B, that is B2, right? And correct staff reading at A is A2 minus E, because here the correct staff reading is this one. So A2 minus E. So what will be the value of H2? What is H2? H2 is the difference between the level A and B. So H2 will be A2 minus E minus B2, right? Now as per our conclusion, that means if we consider, now if we if this is the equation 1 and this one is the equation 2, now from equation 1 and equation 2 what we can write is, first H1 is equals to H2, okay, because the difference of level between A and point B, definitely it will be same for both the cases. So by adding 1 and 2 equation, 1 plus 2, if we add these two equation, we can get 2H equals to, this is A1, okay, A1 minus B1 minus E plus A2 minus E minus B2, okay. So I am just removing the other parts. So by solving this equation, we can write that H equals to A1 minus B1 plus A2 minus B2 by 2. So this is actually the difference of level between point A and point B, and this is we have determined by the reciprocal leveling. So this formulation is very much important, and many problems are came by using this equation, and we will solve some problem related to this. So this is a very simple one.